Welcome back, everybody. It's time for more Desmond Payne Road to the Show here on MLB 16 The Show. Now, we already know that Payne and the Round Rock Express will be going to the postseason. They clinched the division last episode. Today, we're just wrapping up the little season there is left before the playoffs begin. Can Desmond Payne finish this year as hot as he's been playing throughout? He's batting .360 entering today's episode, and in this game against Las Vegas, it's scoreless here in the 6th inning, but Payne keeps his hitting streak alive with that single up the middle. 2 on and 2 out. Here is a ground ball that stays in the infield, and the shortstop just flips it on to second. Not much for offense in this game, but Round Rock does manage to score a run later. Now in the 8th inning, Payne trying to go up the line, and that one is foul, and the 0-1 is put in the gap. This one going deep, and it stays in the park, but it's still extra bases. Payne rounds second. He's not done yet. Sliding in at third, he has his 9th triple, and he now has more triples than doubles on the season. Fun stat there. Can they get Payne in? There's a ground ball that gets through, and Payne does score, and Round Rock does win this game. Just a quick 3-0 shutout. And now with the XP, I'm focusing now on durability. Right ahead of the postseason, I don't want to see Payne having to sit games in the playoffs, so I'm thinking adding to his durability will keep him out there on the field. Anyway, here is the second to last series getting underway against the Nashville Sounds. Nashville is up 3-0, and Desmond Payne is waving at a pitch down in the dirt, and he strikes out. Things not going well for the Express offense as they find themselves trailing 5-0 here in the 5th. Payne trying to get something going, hits a single back up the middle, and the Express now have 2 runners on base. Looking to finally get something going, it's a base hit into the gap. That's going to bring home 1 run, and definitely Desmond Payne as well. It's a 2-out double. And these big hits are part of why the Express have been so good this year, but they need more than 1. It's a 4-run game in the 7th. Payne gives one a ride to deep left field, but it's not deep enough and caught just shy of the track. So Payne couldn't do enough in this game as the Nashville Sounds win 7-2 on 16 hits. So clearly just a bad day for the pitchers. Payne also reached a minor achievement in that game with his 50th run scored, so another milestone for him. Not sure 50 is really that much, especially considering he's only been at AAA for like 60 to 70 games. But he's hitting .360, doing a lot of work for the offense, who have finally found their way in this episode. It's 3-0, top of the 2nd. Runners at the corners here for Payne with the count even. The 2-2 pitch is a line drive by Payne, but caught by the second baseman, and they get out of that inning. Then Nashville added a couple runs, and they make it 3-2. Let's go to the 5th now. And look at Payne trying to lay down a bunt and reach base. We haven't seen this much, and it didn't work here, but I really want to see Payne's drag bunting improve. Jumping ahead now to the 9th inning, it's a 5-3 Round Rock lead, 2 on for Desmond Payne, and there is a hit back up the middle, but it won't get through. Payne gets the base hit, his hitting streak is still alive. Now can Round Rock get some insurance runs? There's a grounder right to the second baseman, and there will be no more scoring, but it wasn't necessary as Round Rock wins this one 5-3. Another win for Round Rock, and we'll jump into the next game in the series. Payne is 2 for 9 against Nashville, and 2 runners on here in the 1st inning. Trying to jump on that 2-0 pitch, he fouls off the fastball. The count gets worked to 3-1, and they call that curveball a high strike, so a full count. And they go inside, nearly hitting Desmond Payne, and he takes his base. The bases are juiced, nobody down, and here's a big hit to left center. That's going to bring home 1. Payne going to 3rd, and it's a 2-run single as Round Rock looks to get going here early. Runners at the corners, and now a deep fly ball to left. Plenty deep for Desmond Payne to tag up, and that's a quick 3-spot here in the 1st inning. That's pretty good, right? Well, 4 is better, and that's what Nashville did. It's 4-3 in the 2nd inning, and again, the bases are loaded. Here is Desmond Payne going deep to center. It's going to be caught, but it's another sacrifice, and Round Rock can tie the game at 4. Already 8 runs, only 7 outs into the game. Both offenses are clicking and will go bottom second now. Tied at 4, bases loaded, nobody out, and this is going to unload the bases. In between Payne and the left fielder, it's going to bring home all 3 runners as Nashville makes it 7-4. It was all offense early, then the pitching stepped up. Here's the 4th inning, 2 on for Payne, but he grounds to second, and they turn 2. That was a big chance to help put a dent in that 3-run lead, but Payne couldn't deliver. Now we jump ahead to the 6th inning. It's still a 3-run game, 9-6 Nashville, but Payne's going deep to right. It stays in the park, but Payne has extra bases again. And he ends up at second there. I was checking out camera angles, just seeing all the stuff you could do, just experimenting. So Payne with the double, and a base hit to left will bring Payne around third. He's going to score, and it's now a 2-run lead. Still some work to do, however. Let's go to the 8th inning, 9-7. Payne with nobody on, nobody out, hits a line drive to center, and it got past the center fielder. Looked like a routine out. Instead, Payne is going to end up on third. It's a 3-base error. We gotta take a second look at this one. Somehow, he just missed it. It looks like a routine line drive out until he just whiffs on it. There it is. And the Express then load the bases, still nobody out. But a ground ball right back to the pitcher. Out at home, and the throw goes over the first baseman's head. Payne didn't score, but the runner behind him did. And now he watches from the dugout, trying to see if his teammates can complete the comeback here in the 8th inning. They get the bases loaded again, and here's a drive to center. It's deep enough for the runner at third to tag, and he goes in to tie the game at 9. And we're going to stick with Desmond Payne here in the dugout and see what else the Express can do in the 8th inning. Here's a ground ball up the middle. It's so slow, but it gets past the shortstop. That's another run, as now the Express have the lead again. It's 10-9. Payne is on deck. He has a chance to hit again this inning, but this does not fall in. And we take this now to the 9th inning. It's 10-9, just trying to get out of here. It's been a crazy game, a lot of offense. Tough play here by the second baseman, but he gets the throw in time. And that helps the Express close this game out and eventually beat the Sounds 10-9. 17 hits to their 7. That game was a lot of fun, and one of the longest Road to the Show games I think I've played, at least out of ones that didn't go to extra innings. Some more upgrading here. I boosted a couple hitting ratings along with durability once again, and now we'll get into the last series of the season. Desmond Payne and the Round Rock Express here against the Iowa Cubs. After walking in his first plate appearance, here's a fly ball. Payne with a late tag up, but he's still going to try to score, and he does get there just in time. That was almost a horrible play. It's another pretty even game early on. 2-2, bottom second, 3-1 count, and there is Desmond Payne keeping the hitting streak alive. And he rounds first on his way to second and beats the right fielder's throw once again. Can they bring him home and give the Express the lead again? Here's a hit back up the middle, and it's not played cleanly by the shortstop, and Payne is there with his second run scored. We'll take it now to the 3rd inning. It's again tied up at 3. Payne chops off the curveball. It's a 1-1 count, and there we go into the gap. Desmond Payne to left center, and that's going to untie the game again. They're taking forever to get it, so Payne says, okay, let's go to third base. 2 RBIs on the triple, his 10th triple of the season at AAA. However, the Cubs kept answering back. They lead by 2 here in the 7th as Payne grounds to the first baseman and drives in another run. But unfortunately, that was not enough as the Iowa Cubs hang on to win this game 7-6. They take game number 1. So Payne was very busy early on, but then the pitching got better down the stretch. Payne now has a 10-game hitting streak as we get into this next game against the Iowa Cubs. The offense has put some runs on the board. It's a 4-1 game in the 2nd, and Payne gets over the shortstop's head, and that's going to drive home another run. Payne in with the single as Round Rock has a 5-1 lead. But as we jump ahead to the 5th, it's now a 5-4 game. Uh-oh, some show motion, and Payne fouls off the cutter right down the middle. Come on, Desmond. 0-2. And now he slaps a ground ball to the second baseman and is thrown out. Just one hit today for Desmond Payne as the Express hold on with a 7-5 victory. And now as we go ahead, this is the last game of the regular season. It's the final game against the Iowa Cubs, and here is Desmond Payne in the field. He's been much improved as of late. No errors in quite a while. Base is now loaded for Desmond Payne as he fouls one off. Trying to keep his hitting streak going once again, and he's gonna do it. There it is, the single to left. It brings home one. Will it bring home two? The throw is not in time. 2 more RBIs for Desmond Payne. And that was his only hit of this one, with the Express win again. Desmond with 7 RBIs in this episode, and here we see the Express will take on the Iowa Cubs in the playoffs. So they just got done beating them 3 out of 4 times, and will face them again in a best-of-5 playoff series. The Express finished with 89 wins, 55 losses on the season. They won 8 out of their last 10. Desmond Payne closed with a .355 average with 8 home runs, 49 RBIs, and only 73 games played. So it would have been very fun to see a full year at AAA and what his numbers would have been. But it's time for Payne to play his first playoff series, and we'll see that next time here in the Desmond Payne Road to the Show. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Next time we get into the postseason with Desmond Payne, please leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the playoffs. Have a great day.